Welcome to volume 36 of Nintendo Switch games that I definitely believe you should buy before they become rare and expensive. There's one game on today's list which I'm incredibly surprised I've not talked about yet, and when we get there, you'll know. So, without further ado, feel free to sit back, relax, and let's dive into it. The first game we're going to talk about today is Tokyo Dark. This game is awesome. Tokyo Dark Remembrance is a gripping interactive visual novel and psychological thriller that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Set in modern Tokyo, you play as a detective who was searching for her missing partner while navigating a city full of strange, eerie events. The game's strongest feature is its atmosphere. The dark neon-lit streets of Tokyo are beautifully depicted, blending elements of Japan horror with investigative storytelling. The choices you make throughout the game heavily impact the story's direction, which leads to multiple endings, making each playthrough unique. The art style is both haunting and captivating, with character designs that are expressive and detailed, adding to the tension of the narrative. The music and sound design further enhance the unsettling mood, making you feel like you're constantly on the verge of uncovering something disturbing. Overall, Tokyo Dark Remembrance is a must-try for fans of dark mystery, psychological thrillers, and narrative-driven games. Its eerie atmosphere, memorable characters, and branching storyline will keep you hooked until the very end. So yeah, this is definitely hands down one of the best interactive visual novel mystery games I've ever played. The atmosphere, the music, the art, the gameplay, the pacing of the story, this is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I love how simple it is too. You get into this groove of wanting to know more and more, and you just start flowing through the game. It's awesome. It's a choice-based game as well too, so your decisions will affect the story. If you're into dark and rainy mystery Tokyo vibes, this game is for you. I highly recommend checking this one out. Game number 2 is going to be DreadOut 2. So this is a horror game that mixes survival elements with exploration. Set in an eerie Indonesian town filled with creepy supernatural forces, you play as Linda, a young woman who must face vengeful spirits and uncover the dark secrets lurking in her environments. The game has a unique style, combining third-person exploration with first-person combat, when using a camera to capture and defeat spirits. The camera mechanic is cool, but it can be tricky to master, especially when trying to focus on enemies in tense moments. The atmosphere is a highlight here. The game does a great job of creating a creepy, tense vibe, with haunting visuals and sound design that keep you on edge. The town is filled with strange locations and mysterious characters, adding to the sense of isolation and danger. Overall, DreadOut 2 will appeal to fans of atmospheric horror and those looking for a creepy, immersive experience. That's definitely worth playing. So yeah, this in my opinion is yet another great horror game for the Nintendo Switch. The gameplay is really good, and the atmosphere is subtle yet eerie. It definitely gets pretty creepy at times as well. I love horror games like this. It really reminds me of The Bridge Curse in White Day, as well as Fatal Frame at times because you have your camera mechanics. So I can't really remember, but I believe this game got released in Asia about a few months ago or a year ago, but it recently got released in the US. So yeah, if you're into indie horror games, this is another one that I definitely recommend checking out. Game number 3 is going to be Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Dude, right off the bat, these games are amazing. So this is a collection of 6 Final Fantasy games, remastered with updated graphics, improved sound, and quality of life enhancements. It's a great way for both newcomers and longtime fans to experience the classics that help define the RPG genre. The most notable improvement is the updated pixel art. The characters and environments have been given a beautiful, detailed redesign while still maintaining the charm of the original 16, 18-bit graphics. The music also gets a significant upgrade, with remastered soundtracks that breathe new life into the iconic themes. Each game retains original charm, but now feels more accessible thanks to the features like a more forgiving save system, faster battle speeds, and auto battle options. These changes help smooth out some of the old school grind, making it easier to jump into the story and enjoy the game without feeling frustrated by outdated mechanics. Overall, the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster is a fantastic way to experience the roots of the Final Fantasy series. Whether you're revisiting these classics or playing them for the first time, this collection offers a polished and accessible way to dive into the iconic RPGs that started it all. So yeah, these games are awesome. I played 3 and 4 back in the day. I actually played 3 on the DS and then I played 4 on the PSP. And with the updated graphics and gameplay, these games are amazing. They're so fun. I forgot where I read about it as well, but apparently the US version has some features that the Asian version does not have. But apparently there's going to be an update coming out soon for the Asia version. And what I find very interesting as well is that when this game first released, Square Enix had this on their website for about $120 to $130, but now you get it in the US for about $78. Now I really do not like spending more than $60 for a new Switch game, but considering that you get all 1 through 6 Final Fantasy games on one cartridge without any downloading required, it's definitely worth it in my opinion. So yeah, if you're a fan of the series and have never played all the games yet, or if you're just a fan of JRPGs in general, this is a must buy in my opinion. You're gonna love it, I promise you. Game number 4 is gonna be a game that's been on my wish list for quite a while now, and that game is One Last Breath. So this game is a short and atmospheric puzzle platformer that tells a deeply emotional story. You play as a character who's trying to find their way through a dark, dreamlike world, while facing challenges that represent loss and emotional struggles. The game is visually simple but beautiful, with hand-drawn art that complements the somber tone of the story. The levels are well designed, with puzzles that require a mix of timing and strategy to progress. The game's controls are easy to pick up, making it approachable for most players, though some puzzles can be tricky and may require patience. The narrative is the heart of One Last Breath. It's a quite reflective journey that focuses on the theme of grief, hope, and healing. While the story is compelling, it's told in a subtle and minimalist way, leaving much of the interpretation to the player. Overall, One Last Breath is a touching and visually unique puzzle platformer that packs a lot of heart into the short experience. If you're looking for a game that offers a mix of thought-provoking puzzles and an emotional story, this is definitely one worth checking out. So yeah, this game looks really cool. I love the art style, especially that it's hand-drawn. That's amazing. It kind of reminds me of Little Nightmares, but more dreamy. The story seems pretty interesting as well. If anyone's played this game yet, please let me know how it is. And apparently this game got a bunch of awards too. So yeah, if you're into games like this, I highly recommend checking it out for yourself. And last but not least is the game that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, which I'm surprised I've never talked about yet, and that game is Skyrim. This game originally released back in 2011, and it's still amazing today. So Skyrim is a massive open world RPG that lets you explore a beautiful and dangerous fantasy world filled with dragons, magic, and quests. You play as the Dragonborn, a hero with the power to defeat dragons and save the world of Skyrim from an ancient threat. The game's world is vast and packed with things to do. You can explore the snowy mountains, fight bandits, join guilds, and take on hundreds of side missions. Whether you're battling enemies in dungeons or crafting your own gear, there's always something interesting to do. The beauty of Skyrim is that you can play how you want. You can be a thief, a powerful mage, or a mighty warrior. The graphics on the Switch version are so good. One of Skyrim's standout features is its rich story and deep character customization. You can choose your race, skills, and appearance, which makes each playthrough feel personal. The game also has a lot of replay value, thanks to its branching quests and open-ended nature. Overall, Skyrim is a must-play for fans of open-world RPGs. The game's huge world, rich lore, and endless possibilities make it a classic that holds up well, even on the Nintendo Switch. If you've never played it before, or want to experience it on the go, it's still an epic adventure worth diving into. So yeah, first things first, this is the best time to play this game, especially on the Nintendo Switch. We've gotten so many updates since it was first released, and the recent update was massive. Typical updates for the Nintendo Switch are like 5 to 10 minutes at most, but this update took about 40 minutes. Another cool thing too is that they released the anniversary upgrade. It's about $20, but it goes on sale often on the eShop, and it's definitely worth the upgrade in my opinion. It's better graphics, better frame rates, you got more quests to do, and a bunch of in-game mods as well. But yeah man, this is one of the best games of all time in my opinion. This is a game you can get lost in for months, even years. There is so much to do in this game. It's almost endless. Especially with the anniversary upgrade, there's tons of more quests and so many things to do. It's awesome. The last time I binged this game was on the PS5, and that was a few years ago. And recently I thought to myself, hey, I kinda wanna hop back into Skyrim. So I got the Switch version, and yes, it is definitely amazing, it's still great, and it's definitely worth it. And being able to play it portably is so nice. I can play on the couch or in bed. I can dive into the world of Skyrim no matter where I go. So yeah, if you're into action RPGs, especially open world ones, this is a must play. No questions asked. Pick it up and play it, you're gonna love it, I promise you. So like always, we got a bonus game to talk about, and that game is Eternights. So this game originally released on the PS5 last year, and just recently got released for the Switch. So this game is a unique blend of action, romance, and survival, set in a post-apocalyptic world where you battle strange monsters and navigate relationships with other survivors. The game mixes intense real-time combat with visual novel-style interactions, offering a fresh twist on both genres. The combat is fast-paced and satisfying, allowing you to unleash powerful attacks and combos on enemies. As you progress, you can upgrade your skills and weapons, making battles more dynamic. The game also uses a time management system where you balance your survival efforts with building relationships, which adds a layer of strategy and emotional depth. The story is engaging, with the focus of connecting other characters and developing bonds as you face the end of the world. These relationships feel meaningful, and your choices can lead to different outcomes, making each playthrough feel unique. The art style and character designs are vibrant and appealing, and the soundtrack fits well with the tone of the game. Overall, this game is an interesting mix of genres, offering a fresh experience for fans of action games and visual novels. If you enjoy character-driven stories and action-packed combat, and some light RPG elements, this one's definitely worth checking out. So yeah, I played this game last year on the PS5, and I love it. And I'm so happy that it finally got a Switch release. And to be honest, I think it runs really good. Obviously the PS5 version is going to run the best, but it still runs very good on the Switch. I really enjoyed this game. It's definitely like Persona, but with a more dark and edgy twist. And it definitely has more of a focus on the dating elements, which is really cool. The combat mechanics are fun as well. It's a little bit to get down in the beginning, but once you get it down, it's fun. So yeah, if you're into Persona-like type games, as well as dating sims, this is definitely one you gotta check out. Now, I don't know if this game itself will become rare, but it's definitely a hidden gem, and I could see it somewhat being rare in the future. But yeah, I just want to talk about it, because I know I talk about these kind of games a lot on my channel, and I feel like you guys would definitely like this one. So yeah, go check it out. Alright, well there you have it. There's some more Switch games that I definitely recommend checking out before they become rare and expensive. If there's other games you guys recommend I check out as well, please let me know in the comments below. I'm into anything and everything the Nintendo Switch has to offer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe. With that being said, hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Happy gaming, and God bless. Peace.